So the question is, what is the objective of the decrease in rollback and increase in assessed property values for overall change in property taxes?
All right, who's got a nickel? We're gonna put it in the
It's gonna be an exercise now that, what was the first part of the rollback? And
What is the objective of the decrease in rollback and increase in assessed property values?
Okay. The rollback was, for those who don't know what it is first, I'm gonna try to be short, I promise I really am.
Might be in 2 minutes.
So the rollback is a mechanism we have had in place here in Iowa for since the 70s, I believe.
1978.
78. And what the rollback is that it tabulates all of your residential value in the state of Iowa, and then the year-over-year increase, it is limited to now 3%, right? So if in that the number then tabulated is what the maximum amount for if you have a house of what your taxable value is on a house, right? So right now the rollback is 46.7%, and that means that if you have a $100,000 house, 46.7% of your house is what is the taxable value. The other portion is not taxable. Okay, so that rollback moves back and forth every year for the last since 1978. The purpose of the rollback in the state of Iowa has always been, because we have a levy system that's been otherwise not checked, right? It's supposed to be some type of relief valve for the homeowner, as opposed to, because as we know from the assessments last year, when you have a hot real estate market and your valuation goes up, 10, 15, 20, sometimes 30%, saw one horror story at 37%, the rollback is supposed to be something that takes your taxable value down so you don't get hit with that entire assessment year over year. The problem with the rollback, I've been very public about it, is that we are the only state in the nation to do such a system because we've never been able to actually control our levies out there. And it's basically been the default. If the rollback was such a great novel idea, I am sure somewhere in the last talk about model legislation to get passed around, some other surrounding state would have said, hey, that rollback that I was doing is a great damn idea, let's hop on that. It's not a good idea, right? It's a band-aid for a broken property tax system. So I guess to answer what larger wise, when you have massive assessments, like the rollback was at 54%, right? Prior to this last year, your rollback, I forget where it was at, 54%. So your taxable value of your house was at 54%, and this hot real estate market came in and all the valuation surged. 3% is what, and it's a statewide average, which is another problem too, because this rollback really does work over hard some of our small rural counties and cities out there that don't have growth. And not only that, like Council Bluffs, while Council Bluffs might not be small, we haven't had a whole lot of growth the last few years either, right? But you get penalized across the entire state with this statewide rollback. So last year, because of that hot real estate market, the rollback went from 54% down to 46.7%, and that becomes the new taxable value there. I think I answered the question of how those two were in tandem. I think probably eyes are going to be glazed, and if they are, that just goes to my point of why this property tax system is broke, and we need to get something more transparent for you all. That's my hope, that we can start to move it towards that direction.
Thank you.
Thanks, John.
Or you.